Hi guys, Spink here. This is episode 2 of Let's Play Kerbal Space Program. Kind of a hardcore play, I guess. Maybe we'll call it the hardcore space program Let's Play. Mod changes. I did change the texture of that of Kerbal so that we don't have those clouds. It looked cool from far away, but up close it's kind of a problem. Last episode we did our first 2 missions successfully, I might add. What are we looking at? 6.6 science. I wish this had an actual value so I can see what it says, but it's, I don't know what the hell it is. And about 40,000. Whatever. We got a whole bunch of good stuff here now. One of the things I disabled with this mission controller is the rescue Kerbal contracts, because I'm the one who's throwing Kerbals into space. You know how, if anybody's in need of rescues, because I screwed up. These other guys, it's like, how the hell did you get out there? A slingshot, so I've got those turned off. Anyway, let's see what we can do here now. Any of these things that say where you have a contract that says landed at Kerbal, that's a freebie. Here we just take this engine. We don't even need any gas in it. Any gas with it, any fuel with it, and boom, there's four science. So those are freebies. But we only have 4 to mess with, or two active contracts. So I'm not sure I want to actually do that. And this only lasts for 1 day. So if we don't take it now, we build a new rocket, it'll be gone. But anyway, let's take our what is this guy? Splash down. 7 science. What was this guy giving us? This is just money and prestige. Splashdown is another almost freebie. That's 7 science. And, well, let's try these. Let's take the 909 liquid fuel engine, landed. So just, if we activate that while we're landed, we get that. It's not much, but at this point we don't have much. And let's take this decoupler, this splashdown decoupler. So that's 7 plus this 4. That'll give us an 11 science, which is better than a knee to the groin. But now a BACC, that's a big booster, I think. The odds of us actually using something like that are minimal, so I'm going to decline that. Anyway, let's take this splashdown. Did I select it? We'll take that. In flight, parachute in flight. That one is potentially doable, but it doesn't give us any science, just some money, so I'm going to get rid of that one. Radial chute here. That's doable. We'll keep an eye on that. Well, it's going to be gone because it's only 4 hours anyway. This one's potentially going to still be around. Ice caps. It won't be there by the time we do anything with it. Okay, so let's go and build a rocket. So what are we looking at here? We need to have this TT38K radial decoupler splash down, and we need to have the LV909 liquid fuel engine landed. Okay, so let's take our pod. And do we have decouplers yet? Oh, we do have decouplers. Well, this is going to be, I think we're going to take, that's the big fuel tank. We don't have any altitude. Maybe let's take this guy. Let's take that half-size tank and the LV909 and just see if we can get up and over to the water with that. You know what? As good of a pilot as I am, I probably need more gas, because I am not the best pilot in the world. I'm certainly not Scott Manley by any means. I do not have nearly as cool of a name nor an accent. Alright. And we'll take one of these. Probably not in the same stage. So what are we looking at here? 1.3, that's enough. Oh, that's plenty. That'll get us up and where we need to be. Science. Now, since we're not taking that as something we're going to drop, let's bring 2 of these pods. I like to keep the thing balanced, so I always end up taking at least 2 pods. And this new thing with this 9.0 I like quite a bit is we can, whoops, gotta turn off this, is we can bring those in so they're a little more streamlined. Okay, so we're going to take those and get some science out of that. Oh, we want one of these so we can have our telemetry. Whoops, no, we don't want 2 of them. In fact, why don't we just do it like this? We'll stick that right in the top and put the parachute on top of it. There. We know it's safe. Anything else we need? Parachutes. Oh, well, you know what? With this much stuff, let's go. Oh, we don't have radial parachutes. Oh. Well, that's a lot of weight for one parachute, but we've got a lot of gas, so we'll use our gas to decelerate, slow us down, and essentially we'll land under the influence of the engine and the parachute. It could work. Probably not from me, actually, as a pilot, but, you know, it could happen. Oh, and we have this TT38K radial decoupler on splashdown. So that's this one here. It's blue. That means that we only have access to it because of the contract. We haven't actually unlocked it or possibly paid for it yet. But again, we can just stick that here, but that will unbalance us. So I am going to pair it up so that we've got 2 of them. Actually, this thing might crash. You know, if we crash with that, that might destroy the fuel tank. So let's put those up there. Just cuz. Now take these 2. We're going to make another stage. Since this is a splashdown mission, we're going to not have these staging until after we've landed. So we're going to splash down using our parachute, and then we're going to activate these at the end. Let's make sure that's how it is. Some of them you have to activate through staging, and some of them you have to activate through a right-click run test. But that looks good. This guy, activate through staging. Okay. So we've got this guy is going to activate on our first go. And that should do us pretty good. I don't think we're going to get a lot of bang for our buck out of this, but what's our... Oh, our thrust to rate ratio is very low. Very, very low. We just needed to get high enough to get over to the... What's our center of mass? Hopefully I don't lose control of this. Well, that will be fun if I... Oh, quite a lot of time to get there. Well, let's do it. Let's just do it to it. Hilarity could ensue. Okay, did I get it built? Added? Yeah. Oh, let's call it something. We'll call it a Sparrow Mark 1. Just so it's still there when we get back. Okay, so we'll go off here. And, oh, I should probably change this time. Since this is running 6-hour time and this is running 24-hour time, I think that's causing me troubles. So I think I probably ought to sync those up. Okay, anyway, let's get going here. We have VAB, launchpad reconditioning, a day and 37 minutes. And then we have to build our space thing, so let's get going with that. Launchpad reconditioning is complete. Survivability is our tech. That's the next thing on going. Wonder what that had. Something that I would actually probably want. Oh, that's the one that had our... Oh, okay, well, that's a good thing because now we have... I believe that survivability gets us our radial parachutes. It does. So here's something else we can do. Now we have this thing still being built. It's going to take 6 days and 2 hours left, but let's go in here. We can click this little asterisk here, and now we can edit it, and it'll take us back here. And let's take this off. Just set it right there. Take that radial parachute, or that, and we're going to go with one of these radials instead, or a pair of them actually. And I think that will actually work out better for us. And then take these and put them right there, right over top of the thing. That's probably a bad idea, but okay, so we'll do it like this. Engine thrust to weight ratio is so low, we're going to have a really hard time even getting off the ground with this. This is probably a bad idea. But, you know, let's lose these mystery goo containers. We can always, you know, there's going to be plenty of missions that we're going to be able to get that science from there. What's our center mass? See, now as our fuel tank drains, watch this, as our fuel tank drains, see how our center mass goes up? And that's going to cause the stability problems because our center of thrust is way down here, and our center of mass is going to be constantly moving up. And that's going to really cause us a problem for trying to maneuver this thing. You know, as we aim over to get us to the water, you know, as this is coming down, we're going to have a very unstable ship here. So we're going to have to be very careful with this. So it's probably just going to be a fiasco. But okay, so we've got those. We'll save those edits. And back to here. What's next? Do we have any tech? Tech is nothing being unlocked here. Upgrades. We have no upgrade points. Better check that first. Okay. And let's warp to our completed construction. It's in the middle. Nope. It's in the daytime. Nope. It's at night. Now something this is going to be a fairly tricky flight for me due to my lack of skills. So we're going to want to have this happen in the daytime. Let's see, it's going to be, we'll let him continue on, roll him out, get him ready to be launched. What are we looking at here? So we're ready to launch. Are we ready to launch? Not yet, we're still rolling. We're rolling out still. Ding, 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 ding. Okay, so we're ready to launch, but I'm gonna time accelerate until it's morning. There we go. Because I want to actually be able to see what I'm doing. Now I have to get up off the pad and over to the water in order to be splashed down for that other experiment. So that's the goal. We don't have any particular height. We're going to have to keep Jeb on here because he's got the SAS ability at this point. Okay, so we'll turn on our SAS. Now as soon as, let's see. Yeah, let's get rid of this. As soon as, you know, we're landed on Kerbal, so as soon as we activate this engine, we will fulfill this contract. We have to be splashed down and then execute and stage those, which they're, oops, see, we've got that backwards. Good thing I double checked. Not a bad idea to double check your staging, just in general. Okay. Oh, while we're here, let's set these chutes up. Let's say pre-deployment pressure, pre-deployment altitude. Let's say anything under 10,000 feet, they'll pre-deploy. Yeah, and anything under, let's see, let's go with 1,500 for this, and we'll copy to the others. That's close enough. Copy to the other side. So those should both be set to do this now. Okay. So this should be interesting in a bad way. We've got to get from here over to there without completely losing control of this thing. Yeah, and we got plenty of gas. I think we do. No, we don't, really. Oh well. Let's see what happens. Put him up to full throttle, and he's up. Slowly veer him over here. Oh, look, he wants to flip over. Let's let him go. Let's let him go a little further over here. He's doing pretty good. He hasn't flipped over yet. Let's see, we're over the shore. Oh, that's gonna. This is gonna be perfect, I think. We don't want to get too high. That's probably enough. That's probably what we want to use up all the gas, though. Well, let's turn off the engine here and come over to our. Whoops, we have hardly any steering. Okay, and we'll slow down and kill our horizontal velocity. Not too bad. We might have even been able to bring our bring the science experiments with us. Okay, I definitely want to use up all the gas before we I think I do anyway, before we hit, which should be okay. Let's see. We're still accelerating, but very slowly. That's fine. We're at 5,000 feet, 4,000 feet, 4,500 meters. We're so we've got this one. A whole 156. We probably ended up losing money on this mission. Okay, there we go. So that's up, and we're gonna pop the chutes. Very nice. And hopefully we'll go slow enough that we don't lose those. So we'll be able to bring those back with us, and not only get credit for them money-wise, but also we'll be able to reuse those when we're building, and be able to get a quicker build time because we're reusing these parts. We'll just have to see. All right, time accelerate. 9.3 meters per second. That's probably too fast to save. At least the tank will collapse and then we'll lose the engine, is my guess. So that's less than optimal. What do we got here? Alright. Oh, let's see if we got any crew report we can do. Nope. We've already got everything we can get from this low over the water. Slowing down as the air gets in. Oh! Put into time acceleration. Oh, so we lost the engine and the tank anyway. All that jabbering going on, that's from that that's from this Kerbal chatterer. Let me turn that down. That's these guys jabbering back and forth, and I believe those are actually transmissions from actual space missions. I think they play them backwards, and that's how you Kerbinese things. Alright, anything we can do here? Oh, wait, now we're splashed down. We've got our two things, so now we can stage these. Alright, so now we have got that. We've completed that and got a whole 495 funds and 7 science, so we've done that. And I believe we've got everything we can get out of this science-wise. Oh, 0.1 science, yeah. That's just from the mission itself, not from our contracts. We recovered 1,500 funds, which we didn't, we lost the engine and the fuel tank. No experience point gain, of course. Let's see, do we have anything we can... 17. Nope. I think I want to go for this one next. to give me that Science Junior and the battery before I hit these guys. Okay, what do we got here? Our next one we need to do is 22,000. We don't have anything that says tested on the landing site. Oh, radial mount parachutes. Yeah, but we don't get any science for them and hardly any money. That's not bad here. And we're going to go to 2,200 meters. I think that's doable. Let's do this one. Another. We have to be at that height and we have to be going that fast. I think we can do that. We'll try that one and we'll combine it with this guy. So we go to our build. We need to get the real shoot radial parachute. And I believe this is about twice the size of this guy, if I recall. Pre-deployed diameter, or deployed diameter 17 meters, 30 meters. Minimum deployment altitude 3050. Deployment altitude 2300. All right, let's get rid of these things. We don't want those. We don't want these. We want these guys. Let's take a pair of them again. We're trying to get to 2,200 feet. Do we have any decouplers? We do. This high, I want to use decouplers because I am afraid of coming down like a bomb. Let's see. Oh, that's not right. Now this right here, this is from KerbalEngineer, this display here, and it's telling us the thrust to weight ratio and the delta V for each stage, which is handy. Once you've done it enough to figure out what the hell these numbers are telling you. It takes about 4,500 to get into orbit. So we're trying to get to 2,200. I wonder if we can get to 2,200 or 22,000 rather with that. I don't know. What if we stuck one of these underneath it? Keep it with full fuel. Drop the thrust limiter down to about there, 1.5. Say. That should be enough to get us up to 2,200 or 22,000 rather, and then we'll be able to use the engine here to, since it's a liquid engine, we'll be able to use its, why is this doing that? We'll be able to use that to fine-tune our ascent and get no more than 22,000. And we can also, if we have some fuel left over, we'll be able to tune our speed when we get into this altitude range. Now that's the real shoot ones, right? Okay. All right. That's what we're going to do. We're going to queue this guy up for build. We'll build that. Oh wait, I wonder if we have any build points or upgrade points for this thing. No. Okay. So what do we got? We have to do our launch pad reconditioning. So we'll do that. And then we'll build our next rocket. And see if we can get to 22,000 feet and see if we can stage those parachutes at just the right time. Alright. I need to get in the habit of naming my ships. Alright, I think again I'm going to want to wait until morning before I launch just so I can see what the heck I'm doing. He's going to have to roll out anyway. We'll roll him out. Presumably the larger your rocket, the longer it's going to take to do the rollout, I would assume. Roll back. I don't know what that means. Vessel, roll back. And the vessel, roll out. Roll back and then roll out. Don't know what that's telling me. And it's nighttime, but we should have this guy ready to launch now. So let's fast forward up till morning. There we go. Now you can see we've already done 21 days of this career, and we've only launched what, 3 rockets? You know, if you were doing this with the stock thing, 21 days, you would probably be to the moon by now. Okay, so we're in the morning. We're going to go to our launch pad. We are going to take Jeb because he's the only guy that can keep this thing reasonably stable from flipping over. I'm sure if not this one, the next couple, we're going to see some just amazing piloting ability on my part while this thing is flipping over, and yeah, it's going to be awesome. Okay, I think we're good. We've got our, oh, make sure that's on. SAS is on. Put our throttle about there. And again, I'm going to want to, I guess it doesn't matter if I fly, I'm going to lose this whole bit here and not recover any of this. So it doesn't really matter if I fly over the ocean or not at this point. And we've got 2 parachutes. So I think I'm going to, well, I think I'm going to take this the other direction. We'll see how that works out. You know, it's probably just going to end up where it ends up. Okay. And we want to get to 22,000. That's the goal. All right. Let's see if we can start a bit of a roll here, or a turn. Oh. So far, so good. I'll take it to about right here. What are we looking at? Our thrust rate? Oh, we're slowing down. Yeah, let's actually speed up. That would be better. And we want to get to 22,000 feet. See, it's wanting to pull down already, and it's going to want to do that even more as the engine, as the fuel goes out, because our center of mass is going to start climbing. We're going to land, oh, we're already over the grasslands. Okay. Not too bad, not too bad. Plenty of gas. We have to see if we can get that chute to be deployed just to, oh, which reminds me, I didn't set my chutes, did I? Toggle. What is this? Let's bring this up to max. So hopefully it will deploy. Oh, we're plenty high enough. Now, I think the next contract is about 33,000, so we don't really want to get quite that high. I wonder if we can actually do this. Good enough. Good enough. Okay, now we have to get to the right altitude, traveling the right speed to pop these chutes, and I think we do have a, let's see if we can do a crew report while we're here. Okay. Okay, so we're going fast enough, but we're not low enough yet. We might need to slow him down so we can stay within our window. There we go, we're doing good here. So that when we get down to, okay, all 3 of these are good. We're still speeding up. That's okay. I want to get down to under 20,000, I think. Oops. see if we can do it. Yay! Why did only one of them pop? Oh, that were too high. Oh, I know what I did. I forgot to copy it over to the other one. There we go. Yay! It worked. Not too bad. I'm actually kind of surprised that that worked as well as it did. So we got 17,000 out of that, which is more than enough to pay for the flight, and we got quite a bit of prestige out of that, 98, and 4 science, and then some additional prestige and funds there. Not too bad. Let's accelerate. Oh, let's get rid of the SAS and let this thing fly the way it wants to. Okay, not too bad. And we're going. Oh, he's still. Oh, they still haven't fully deployed yet, which is why we're traveling so fast. There we go. Oh, that'll be a nice gentle landing. Okay. We probably don't need to have them deploy that high. Probably no more than 1,000 meters. We're flying low over the grasslands. Upper atmosphere. Okay. So now this is telling us, I believe, our altitude above sea level. And over here, it's telling us our altitude above the actual terrain. Come on. Oh, that's interesting. That's showing up here. Come on. Yeah, definitely have those chutes pop lower. If nothing else, just to speed up this part of the affair. How you doing, Jeb? And we can't actually EVA until we upgrade our facilities to let us do that. Right now, the only time we can go on an EVA is when we're landed on Kerbal. So we can't do spacewalks or anything like that. We'll start, what are we looking at for cash here? 60,000. We're nowhere near being able to upgrade anything yet. Alright, we're down to 200 meters. Yep. Alright. We're going to see a nice, gentle thump. Good job. Alright. EVA. EVA report, 5 science, store that, and jump off, fall on your butt. EVA report, another 2.4 science, get up, and grab hold, and get in. Alright. So that is mission number, what, 3? No, 4. 3 or 4. 4, I think. I think we did 2 last episode and 2 this episode. And we got 12.5 science out of 34 science. Recovered 1,600 of our funds, so that's slowly going up. More so due to contracts, obviously. And we have 226 total reputation. Now you can spend your reputation, and like these strategies let you turn certain of your resources into the other ones. So this one will take some percentage of our reputation and turn them into funds. And this one will take funds and turn it into science, and this one will take funds and turn it into reputation, and etc. etc. I generally don't see much point in using those. Alright, next. We wanted to get this guy. He's at 45, and we're not there yet. So we could backfill some of these other ones, but I really want to get this one before I go back and backfill. So yeah, I think we're probably done for this episode. Thanks for watching. See you next time.